Hey, Cancer cuties, welcome to the cottage. How are you guys doing, Cancer? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to get an update on your love life. Team Cancer, welcome, welcome. This is for you if you have Cancer as your sun, moon, rising, or Venus placement. All right, Team Cancer, let's take a look at what's going on in your love life. Cancer, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Cancer, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Bear in mind, we have extended reading on this, all signs cross watcher, and personal readings. All of that information and how to obtain that information is below this video. That being said, Team Cancer, let's take a look at your love life and see what's going on. What's going on with Team Cancer? What's going on with Cancer, sun, moon, rising, and Venus? All right, Cancer, let's see what's up. Ten of Wands. Eight of Cups. Oh my. High Priestess in the reverse. Somebody wants to pop up. Somebody is burdened. And this is whoever this somebody is somebody that walked away from you. Eight of Cups. They may have thought they could make a clean break from you, but for some reason, energetically, they have not. That's why the Ten of Wands is here in the upright. They're very burdened. They may feel guilty. I kind of feel like something is weighing heavy on this person's chest and they want to get it off their chest. Like the High Priestess in the reverse, it could be a confession. It could be an apology. It could be an expression of remorse or regret here. But whoever this is, there is still some lingering energy and it is quite heavy on this person. Let's get more on the Ten of Wands, shall we? They feel like just giving up, but they just can't, right? They feel like throwing in the towel. They wish they could get rid of this burden, but they feel like the only way they can is to break the silence between you two. All right? Emperor. They know that, yeah, lovers. Oh my gosh. Lots of major arcanas here. Deep, intense soul connection. We know this with the Lovers card. The Emperor, I need to take control of this situation, says this person. This person knows they need to step up. And there's the energy that they're going to, especially with the major arcanas talking about breaking the silence, getting this off their chest, taking control, man up, woman up, stand on business, all of those things with the Emperor card, Lovers card. That's acknowledging this connection, folks. This person, I feel like, is acknowledging, you know what we have is something very different. It's a deep soul connection. And it's, for me to say that, for some of you, this person may have originally said, I don't know what you're talking about. We're not soulmates. What are you talking about? No, they're going to come clean and say, you're right. I can't deny this. It is what it is. I can no longer deny this. I can no longer deny this connection. The only thing that I really can do is man up or woman up and own it and act on it and step up to the level of divine energy, divine masculine, divine feminine, whatever, right? A level of emotional and spiritual maturity that a connection like this requires in order to thrive. Again, we do talk about that a lot in these readings over time. We see that there's a very intense ability to see one another in a very unique and deep way with these deep soul connections, okay? And because of that, we're more vulnerable. People can, the other person can see you in a way that nobody else can. So you got no choice but to step up. And when you run from this, which I think is what this person did, then boom, the Ten of Wands, there's that heaviness, there's that heavy energy, there's that pressure because you're going against, right? You're going against what, you're basically not living authentically, you're living in denial. And so, yes, the only relief is to get it off your chest and say, you know what? I acknowledge this. There is this unusually deep, unexplainable connection between you and me that I don't have a name for. I can't tell you why, but I can't I've not experienced anything like this before. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of mirroring. You trigger the worst and the best in me. You piss me off and you make me the happiest of anybody. It's, all the extremes in one. And you know me better than I know myself. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So there's a lot of energy here of this person coming towards you. I'm going to just clarify and see what we can find out. But they are under some immense spiritual pressure, if you will, from that 10 of Wands, some immense energy heaped on their back. They're under some pressure. And pressure is not bad. Pressure is where we grow. Pressure is where we mature. It's in the uncomfortable where we find the magic within ourselves, right? Where we can be able to step into that divine counterpart energy, divine masculine, divine feminine. That's where it happens. We have to be, unfortunately, made to feel uncomfortable as human beings in order to evolve and do well. 6 of Cups, they miss you, they reminisce about you, they think about you, and there it is. There is the confirmation that they are coming back around with the Death card in the reverse. That 6 of Cups speaks to soul bond energy as well. It's a very deep love with a lot of purity, like a breath of fresh air, and it is different. It is just different, and it's hard to put into words until you experience it. But it is very much the 4 of Wands, okay? The 1111. And that's what the offer is here. This person sees themselves being with you for the rest of their life. Maybe you guys travel together. Maybe they're at a distance. I don't know. I'm also picking up there could be an age difference between you and this person. For a lot of you Cancers, this has been something that has been a long time coming. In other words, I'm picking up that for a lot of you Cancers, this person, it's not like you guys stopped talking 2 days ago, more like 2 years ago or 5 years. This is way back. This is that one that is that very intense connection. You thought it was over, and after it was over, you were exhausted, literally had to recuperate, literally had to do a lot of healing, maybe took a break from romance altogether if you were smart with that 4 of Swords, just exhausted from fighting, really put you down. And I think you thought this was a permanent break, that this ending was permanent. And, I think that was their intention back in the day. But the 10 of Wands here, the pressure, the energetic pressure from the universe, right? Forced them to grow up, King of Wands, and take action. Take action. It is what it is, Cancer. Some of you guys are dealing with an Aries, Gemini, lots of fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. We have Scorpio and Pisces here as well. And I don't get too hung up on the major arcanas that come out and represent the various zodiac signs. It's more about the energies. And when we see a reading with a lot of major arcanas, that is significant from a spiritual standpoint. We see a lot of planetary energies. We see cards like the Lover's card. We see cards, like the Wheel of Fortune and that sort of thing. That speaks to fate, a soul connection, a soul contract between you two, with a lot of spiritual purpose, where you guys are meant to show each other things about yourself for ascension. Does that mean it's your life partner? Maybe yes, maybe no, but it definitely speaks to a very significant and impactful experience meant to put you on the right journey and the other person. All right. So, of course, we're going to delve into this in more detail over on Patreon. We're going to get more about this person's feelings, what to expect, advice for you, and the All Signs Cross Watcher. So definitely tune into that. The link for that is below this video. And Cancer Gang, thank you so much for tuning in. Love y'all. Bye.